Hey everyone, welcome back to the ReactJS course. So in this video, we'll be exploring about the props inside of a React application. And if you find this interesting, let's get started right away. So let's understand about the props inside of React.js. So pretty much props as in properties is the data that is being sent from the parent component to the child component if we want to design anything inside of the smaller or the lower component. And pretty much props are helpful in building reusable components inside of a React application. So let's understand this with the help of a better example. So in the previous videos, if you would have checked it out, we had built a card system, basic card system, by making use of the map function and our own data. So now we will pass the information as data, okay, and then by making use of props we are going to implement that. Okay, so we have already the images, so I'll explain it once more. We have a unique ID for each of the item that is present inside our images array, and then we have the image as well as the name for that particular item. Okay, so over here let us map through the data. Okay, so let's write images dot map every item. You're going to return, let's say, a component. Okay, so this is one way of just sending the props. Okay, for example, let's say we have a product component. Okay, and over here we're going to pass the data as props, and inside a product component we are going to get the data and then we're going to display it. Okay, so now firstly let us create a product component. So press on src, new folder, new file. That's going to be product.js. Okay, let's also create our product.css file. So it's going to be product.css. So inside a product.js, let's write our shorthand snippet, that is rfce. Okay, so let's save the file once. So to get the snippet, you need to have installed ES7 inside your systems. That is, I guess, yeah, this is the one which you need. Okay, so over here let's come back to our app.js and then import the product file. Okay, let's close the file tree, import the product file from the correct. Okay, I think I made a mistake. Okay, so save the file once and then come back to our product, that is over here, product file. Let's also import our css. So import product.css. Okay, so save the file once and then come back to our product, and let's come back to our app.js and then let's give the information. Okay, we need access to the name, the image. Okay, so let's write name. So it's gonna be item.name. Okay, so the next one we want is the image, right? So image is going to be item.image. So save the file once and then let's go back to our product.js and then let's access the data. So the way you do get the props is by making use of the props value. Okay, so to get the value, it's gonna be props.name. Okay, that's the way you access whatever value you want to access. Okay, so we want the name first. So over here let's initialize the h3 tag and let's write props.name. Okay, so save the file once. So you should see all the names coming up on the screen. Let's open up a web page. Yeah, so as you can see, we have three names that are coming. That is the name of the item present inside our images array. Okay, so the next thing we want is to initialize the image. Okay, so let's write source. So the source is going to be props.image. Okay, so this value should be the same value that you have given while sending the data, that is over here. It should match, that is the name and image. Okay, so that's the reason it should be correct spelling, and then save the file. You should see all the images coming up for that particular item. Okay, so we have the images for all the items, and then next what we do is, so this is one way of receiving the props. Okay, so in the ES6 way you can actually pretty much destructure the value like this and directly access this value, that is the name as well as the image. Okay, no need of writing props. So over here let's get the name value as well as the next thing is the image, right? Yeah, so over here instead of props.name it's simply going to be name, and instead of props.image it's just going to be image. Save the file. So now nothing's going to change because we have just only changed the way of rendering it. So let's give that a try. Yeah, so nothing has changed. So that's one way of sending the props. Okay, so now let us understand another way of just sending the items. Okay, over here let's just write product and send name. Okay, let it be any name. What should we give? Item 1, and image is gonna be, let's just give the let's just copy one of the images and then let's give that itself. Okay, just copy that and then send it over here. Let's pass another product. So this is gonna have a name of item 2, just for example, and then for the image, okay, let's give that and then close the tag. Okay, so let's format it once. Let's actually remove the map function, that's not required. Okay, so this is also one of the way of sending. We're just hard coding the value over here, that's only the main difference. So let's go back to web page. You should see only two items, that is two products, because only we have written two product over here. Okay, we have rendered two product components inside our app.js by passing the value that is name and image. Let's say we have another attribute, okay, of price, let it be 120, and this as well, it's going to be price, let's say 140. Okay, save the file and let's receive this data inside our product.js. We have the name, image, and then price. Okay, so let's initialize a h4 tag, write price, and then let's access this value that is price, which is coming from the props. Save the file. So you should see all the data coming up right now on the screen. Yeah, so the first item we have the image, item name, as well as the price, as well as the price with the second also. So this is the way you pass props as data. Okay, and then we can access it with the help of separate component, which is completely reusable. That's the advantage over here. Okay, so I think we have explored about props, how to send data. I think that's it for this video. Let's see you in the next video, and then thank you for watching.